Right. Right means, in an abstract sense, ethical correctness or consonance with the rule of law or moral principles. In a concrete sense, right means a power, a privilege. Right has been defined as that which a man is entitled to have or to do or to receive from other within the limit prescribed by law. What some leading jurists have to say about the concept of right is illustrated below. Right is an interest recognized and protected by rule of law by Salmond. A party has a right when another or other are bound or obliged by law to do or forbear something toward or in regards to him by Austin. A right is the ability possessed by a person to control others' action and self-protection with the help and assistance of the state by Holland. Characteristic of right. A. It is vested in a person who is the owner of a right. B. It avails against a person upon whom lies the correlative duty. C. It obligates the person on whom right is vested to undertake and act or to avoid an act through omission or by commission in favor of the person. D. Every right has a little that is enforceable by law. Kinds of right. Right can be legal or moral. A moral right is an interest recognized and protected by a rule of morality, an interest, the violation of which would be moral wrong and respect for which is a moral duty. Kinds of legal right. 1. Perfect and imperfect right. A perfect right is one which corresponds to a perfect duty enforceable by law. Example, a debt claim barred by limitation. 2. Inheritable and uninheritable right. A right is inheritable if it survives its owner, uninheritable if it dies with him. 3. Principal and accessories right. A principal right is the main right vested in a person under the law. An accessory right is the secondary right which is connected to or arises out of a principal right. 4. Right in rem and right in persona. A right in rem imposes an obligation on the world at large. A right in persona imposes an obligation on the individual person or persons specified. 5. Primary or secondary right. Primary right can be created and stand without any connection to right already existing. Secondary right can only arise for the purpose of protecting and enforcing primary right. 6. Positive or negative right. According to Salmond, a positive right corresponds to a positive duty. The owner of positive right can have something done for him which will complete his enjoyment of need. Negative right have negative duties. For example, if I own a house, my enjoyment of having the right over the house is complete until someone disturbs in the enjoyment of the right by entering my house without my permission. 7. Absolute or qualified right. An absolute right gives to the person in which whom it inherits the uncontrolled dominion over the object at all times and for all purpose. A qualified right gives the possessor a right to the object for certain purpose or under certain circumstances only. 8. Legal or equitable right. Legal rights are available when the person seeking to enforce the right for his own benefit has the legal title and a remedy at law. Equitable rights are enforceable only in equity. The Judicature Act of 1873 has put an end to the distinction between legal and equitable right. 9. Proprietary and personal right. The aggregate of a man's propriety right constitute his estate, his asset, and or his property. The sum total of a man's personal right, on the other hand, constitute his status. Example, he is a free man, a father, a husband, etc. A person has a right in respect of his own person, in respect of relation, material things, reputation, and in respect of others' right. Public right and private right. A public right is possessed by every member of the public. A private right is available to individual. Example, a right to own a house or a car is a private right. 11. Vested right or contingent right. A right becomes vested in a person's when all events necessary to vest in the owner have taken place, but the right is conditional if it is dependent. 12. Rights are also classified in constitutional law as natural, civil, and political rights.